Hey there. Ever feel like the term business development is thrown around like confetti at a parade?
Right.
Everyone's doing it, but what does it actually mean on a day-to-day basis? Is it about cold calling? Schmoozing clients?
Yeah, it can be a bit of a mystery.
Well, you've come to the right place. We're diving deep into RoleCatcher's resources, a platform known for its career insights, to uncover the reality of this dynamic field.
It's true. Business development can seem pretty vague.
Yeah?
So let's break it down. Think of a business developer as a company's growth architect.
Okay.
They analyze market trends, identify their company's unique strengths, and then use that knowledge to build compelling marketing campaigns.
So it's not just about selling a product or service, it's about understanding the whole playing field
Yeah,
and positioning your company for success.
absolutely. It requires a blend of strategic thinking and people skills. You're analyzing data, but you're also building relationships and persuading potential clients.
Mm.
It's a fascinating mix of left brain and right brain thinking.
That makes so much sense. It's like being a detective and a diplomat all rolled into one. You're uncovering hidden opportunities and then using your charm to turn them into wins.
Exactly. And what's intriguing is that this isn't just a job, it's a career path with clear stages of growth.
Oh, really?
RoleCatcher outlines how you might start by assisting senior colleagues, doing market research, and supporting lead generation, which is all about identifying potential customers. Think of it as learning the ropes from the ground up.
Ah, so it's like an apprenticeship where you're gaining practical experience and building your skills.
Yes, as you gain experience, you could move on to manage bigger accounts, lead teams, and even shape a company's strategic direction.
Wow.
That means setting long-term goals and deciding how to achieve them.
Wow, that's a far cry from the image of someone chained to a phone making cold calls all day. We're talking about real leadership and strategic impact.
Precisely. And speaking of impact, we can't forget about the elephant in the room technology. Our sources mention AI, machine learning, marketing automation, all these buzzwords that are completely transforming the field.
Hold on, buzzword alert.
hmm
Are those things business developers actually using? Or is it more of a future of work kind of thing? Because I'll be honest, sometimes I hear those terms and think, okay, am I going to need a degree in computer science for this?
Not necessarily. While a strong understanding of technology is important, it's more about leveraging these tools effectively. Think of RoleCatcher itself. They use AI to help people tailor their resumes to specific jobs and even practice interview answers.
Whoa, that's wild. It's like having a personal career assistant powered by AI.
Right?
So it's not about being a tech whiz, it's about understanding how to use these tools to your advantage.
Exactly. And that ties into the idea of continuous learning, which our sources emphasize. It's not enough to learn the ropes and coast. You've got to constantly adapt and expand your skill set.
It's like that saying, the only constant is change,
Right.
especially in a fast-paced field like this.
Yeah,
You snooze, you lose.
precisely. And this is where it gets really interesting. Because you're essentially bridging marketing, sales, tech, and psychology in this role, the learning opportunities are endless. You can get creative.
Okay, I love where this is going. Give me an example. What's something unexpected that could give someone an edge?
Well, imagine instead of just attending your typical marketing conference, you decide to immerse yourself in something completely different for a week. Let's say behavioral economics or the psychology of decision making.
Interesting. So it's not even directly related to business development, but it gives you this whole other layer of insight.
Exactly. You're understanding the why behind consumer behavior. Why do people choose one product over another? What motivates them? That kind of knowledge is incredibly valuable when you're crafting a marketing strategy or even just negotiating a deal.
It's like you're seeing the matrix. You're not just looking at the surface level of what people do. You understand the underlying motivations driving their decisions.
Exactly. And speaking of understanding motivations, think about the power of storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
Successful business development often hinges on crafting a compelling narrative,
Right.
convincing someone that your product or service is the answer to their problems, the hero of their story.
Ooh, I love that. So instead of just reading the same old business books, maybe you start reading novels, watching documentaries, or even studying stand-up comedians to see how they captivate an audience.
Precisely. Analyze how they structure their narratives, how they build suspense, how they develop characters that people connect with. These skills are surprisingly transferable to the business world.
It's about making people feel something, not just bombarding them with information. You're tapping into their emotions to forge a connection.
Exactly. And that emotional connection can be far more powerful than any sales pitch. Another unconventional approach could be to seek out mentorship from unexpected sources.
So not just someone with decades of experience in the industry, but maybe someone with a totally different background who can offer a fresh perspective.
Exactly. Maybe it's a journalist who's a master at crafting pitches, or an artist who's built a successful business out of their passion. The insights you can gain from people outside your usual circles can be invaluable.
That's so true. It's like cross-training for your career.
Hmm.
Now, we talked earlier about technology being such a huge part of this field. So beyond learning how to use the latest software, what are some tech-focused ways to stay ahead of the curve?
Experimentation is key. Don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves and get hands-on. Maybe you play around with building a basic chatbot or try creating a simple AI-powered marketing campaign. You don't need to be a coding whiz, but having that practical experience can give you a significant edge.
So you don't need to be a mechanic to change a tire, but understanding the basics can come in handy.
Exactly. And with all the no-code platforms and online resources available, it's easier than ever to dabble in these technologies. You never know, you might stumble upon a new tool or strategy that sets you apart.
I love that it's all about being resourceful and embracing that spirit of experimentation. So if we connect this back to what RoleCatcher was saying about the progression of a business development career.
It's clear that it's not a linear climb, but more like navigating a jungle gym.
Okay.
You're going to move up, sideways, maybe even down sometimes as you figure out what works best for you.
That is such a great analogy. Because with a jungle gym, it's not about following a predetermined path. It's about being agile, adaptable, and finding your own way to the top.
Exactly. And that's where those unconventional learning approaches come in handy. They help you build that agility, that ability to spot opportunities where others might not.
Okay, so for our listener who's ready to tackle this jungle gym head on, what's one final piece of advice we can leave them with? Give it to me straight. What's the secret sauce?
Embrace the unexpected.
Okay.
The most successful business developers don't just play by the rules,
Yeah,
they
right.
rewrite them.
Ooh, I like that. Write your own rule book. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, master the fundamentals, but then don't be afraid to break the mold. Try something new. Bring a fresh perspective to the table.
Exactly. In a field that thrives on innovation, a little unconventionality can be your superpower.
So true. Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the world of business development. We've gone beyond the buzzwords to uncover what this career path is truly about.
More importantly, we've given you a new lens through which to view your own career journey.
Right.
Remember, this isn't just about landing a job. It's about navigating that ever-evolving jungle gym and reaching your full potential.
And on that note, here's a final thought to leave you with. What's one unconventional skill or experience you could start developing today that will make you stand out from the crowd 5 years from now? Think about it.
Yeah.
Until next time.